Hi ladies, welcome back to talking about week 17 of your pregnancy, and a big congratulations and welcome also to the new Ready Set mums who have just joined us after finding out that they are also pregnant. Now during week 17, ladies, your baby is about the size of a pomegranate, so you can imagine cradling it in your hands. Its arms and legs are catching up to the proportion of its body and its head, so it's starting to look less and less like one of those Bratz dolls. Now everything is growing on your baby at the moment, and your placenta is actually catching up to the size of your baby. Pretty amazing. Now your baby's hearing is also starting to hone in, so something you might like to try doing is playing a song often. It can help to relax your baby when it becomes familiar with it, and it might be something that you're able to utilize once your baby has been born. When you can't settle it, you may recognize that song and actually start settling due to hearing the familiar song. Now it's really quite uncommon for women to have an ultrasound during week 17 unless you are opting to have a chordocentesis test. Now a chordocentesis test tests for chromosomal abnormalities in your baby's blood. So the ultrasound will actually locate where your baby's cord meets the placenta, and that is where the blood will be drawn from that test. Now some of the things that you may be experiencing this week are heartburn. If you aren't experiencing that already, that's because, as we said, the hormones are relaxing everything in your body, including this passage, so it's much easier for your stomach acid to come up and reach your esophagus. You may also be urinating quite frequently, and ladies, look, I have something to disclose. You may notice that previously and over the next few weeks I'm glancing sideways. I am a mum of a beautiful almost 2-year-old and 4-year-old, and I have them full time and they're inside at the moment. So I'm just glancing to make sure that everything's okay and they're not painting the walls. My partner is actually inside with them, but it is just as likely that he's painting the walls. So I'm just glancing inside to make sure that everything is up to scratch. Now you may notice that your appetite is increasing and you're starting to see stretch marks. This is quite hereditary, so if your mum got them, you may expect to also be getting them, and you may also notice that your belly is getting bigger. Another thing that you may notice around this time, if you haven't already, is quite odd dreams. So a number of women talk about having dreams such as giving birth to animals. I actually remember having a dream where I gave birth to a giant salad roll, and then I had to spend time trying to stop everybody from eating it. So let us here know at Ready Set Mum the kind of crazy and odd dreams that you are having. It's completely normal, but it's always good for a good laugh. Now you're also starting to gain weight faster during this time, so that is completely normal. Don't stress about it too much. You are a tiger with stripes, so embrace everything that's happening at the moment. Now this week, ladies, there may be a couple of things that you might like to consider, because as it's becoming more real, as your belly is getting a little bit bigger and everything's starting to set in the reality of everything, you're starting to notice that your choices are probably changing. So you're probably making choices now that aren't just for you, but also for your baby. And if you have a slip up here and there with something that you choose to do or something that you choose to eat, sometimes we can be racked with guilt. The guilt isn't good for us, ladies, so just let it go and move on and decide to make better decisions. Also, you might be making different clothes choices because your body shape is starting to change. Check out the range here that we've got at Ready Set Mum, and you're probably also noticing you're starting to spend more money on your baby than you are yourself. Just to make sure that you're keeping within your budget and you're not making rash choices, it's a really good idea to go and make a list of everything that you need and then have a look on the internet and find out what everything's going to cost you, so that you keep within your budget and that you're prepared, and we don't go out and get a whole heap of things that we don't actually need. We're loving being here with you on this journey at Ready Set Mum. Congratulations once again. Please keep your questions, your comments coming, your funny dreams, your funny little stories. We of course love hearing them, and we look forward to seeing you next week for week 18 of your pregnancy. I'm hiding from my kids, but before you go, do you love this video? And did you want more great pregnancy information delivered directly to you? If so, make sure you just drop by and subscribe to Ready Set Mum using the links below. Good luck.